Hey you. You with the book. If you keep ignoring me, you'll get hit. Your classmates complained to me about your attitude. You ask who I am. Do you live in a cave or are you just dumb? I am Victoria Rosier, a prefect and your 5th year upperclassman. Now, why have you been harassing your classmates? Because they suck. And you even say it out loud. Are you asking for punishment? Why are you being so rude? Your classmates are lying. And how will you prove it? Look over. Oh, I see. They are laughing. I guess I'll believe you. Are you by chance that second-year transfer student from Ilvermorny? When I look at you more carefully, you don't seem like Slytherin material. You don't seem very determined, resourceful, or clever. Not to mention, I heard you're a Muggleborn. I was sure that's the reason for your rude behavior. I can also see that might be a reason why your classmates don't like you. Mostly pureblood families are sorted into Slytherin, since the founders' preferences were such. But I'll punish both you and your classmates regardless if you misbehave again. I don't want your house to lose points because of your childish scuffles. Why is it important? I simply hate losing. Those Gryffindors are so full of themselves. Don't you care about your team winning? Are you a Slytherin or what? So the football teams you root for always lose, and that's why you don't care about competition outcomes? Have you ever thought that maybe you just pick a weak team? But don't fret, because now you're part of a strong one. Which is why you should make an effort to get along with your classmates. Okay, mister, maybe it's normal in the Muggle world, but you should stop answering me so casually. You should address me with respect as your upperclassman, not to mention someone with a higher social standing. I'm very popular in my class, among all Slytherins, so it's not gonna do you any favors if they hear you. What does your no thanks even mean? Sounds to me like you don't want to make any friends at all. You're used to having many friends. I find that hard to believe. Are you trying to make a stupid joke? You're used to hearing your many friends talking behind your back? Oh, I see. You have trust issues. I face problems like that myself. Many of the girls in my class are jealous of me. I don't hear them, but I often see them talking with envious stares towards me. None of them are my friends, of course, and the boys are not quite what I would call friends either. Most of them would act as my servants, always address me properly and try to appease me. That's why I was annoyed by the way you casually address me. It's not happened before. But it also surprised me how you're not afraid to express your opinion on your classmates. It's not exactly a positive trait, though. You're not going to make a single friend at this rate. Do I have any friends? Well, to me, friendship is not something so casual as it is for common folk. I don't think I would be able to stand people with whom I have no common interests to speak of. And I believe I have already explained what my opinion of my own classmates is. I don't find gossip interesting, so I find the girls quite boring, and the boys simply pay attention to what I like. None of them would make for an interesting conversation, and I'm 100% sure they only like me for my family status. Impossible standards? Perhaps your standards are simply too low. I mean, why would you befriend people you don't? Oh, I see what you did there. Wipe that annoying smirk off your face. Okay, I guess I'm a hypocrite, since I don't have any friends either. Perhaps you're a Slytherin after all. You were cunning for a Muggle-born. Which makes me curious. What's it like in the Muggle world? What? I'm not changing the subject because I just lost an argument. Don't be ridiculous. What's so strange about me being interested in a non-magic world? I rarely ever talk to any Muggle-borns. Most are in the other houses and don't seem all that interesting. You only caught my attention because your cocky attitude got you into trouble. I could have simply punished you without giving you a chance to speak, and nobody would have complained. So you can thank me by telling me a bit about the non-magic world. I mean, that's where you grew up, right? We barely get any information on Muggles. It's either nothing or bad things that stupid Muggles did there. Since you're a first-hand source, you can tell me something interesting. How different is it? You say it's just like here, but without magic? Well, that's disappointing. Was your childhood really that monotone? Haven't you been going around places with your parents? Playing with other children? Going to school for Muggles? You've been studying herbology and alchemy with your grandfather since you were 5. That's pretty random. Ah, so druids used a cure to save your mother from a deadly illness. And you've been interested since? That sounds cool. Kinda. But wasn't it very boring, studying potions as a child instead of playing around? You also burned the house down. Twice. How did that happen? What do you mean, don't ask? You say it's your turn to change the subject. You want me to talk about myself now? I see how it is. Telling me embarrassing things about yourself, and now you want me to do it. Okay then, I'll be short. Unlike you, I was raised in a proper upper-class family. I've been tutored to have proper etiquette since I was little, in order to be a perfect young lady. And as you can see, I am a perfect young lady. I believe that's enough getting to know me. I'm sure you want to know more about me, everyone does, but I don't know that much about you either. Please, you also barely told me anything about yourself. Not to mention, your story sounds so ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if you made it up just now. Maybe, if you show me your exam scores, I'll believe you. Oh, you will? Let's see. Well, you weren't lying. You've got excellent scores in potions and herbology. Your scores seem rather odd, though. You've got very mediocre scores in almost all other subjects. Oh goodness, you've got a failing score in history of magic. But I know it's hard, it's pretty boring for me too. You have an outstanding score in astronomy. Do you like astronomy by chance? Oh, it's your favorite subject. Mine too. I like to watch the planets every night before sleep, and I've had a telescope since I was a child, and I like astronomy. That's it. It is a shame that there's no windows to look out of from this dungeon. I wish I could go out and watch the stars, but we're not allowed to go out at night. Maybe you would like to join me in sneaking out? To see who knows the stars better through a telescope. Am I asking you out? No? Don't twist my words. Oh, one of your jokes? Then stop, you're overdoing it. Don't let this go to your head, but the conversation we have is engaging, for the most part. We should meet up and talk every now and then. I am a bit busy with my duties as a prefect, and studying for exams. Well, that's also why I'm so bored. So, if you see me again somewhere, don't be afraid to approach and talk to me. You're the least boring person I've talked to in a while, and that's an achievement. If you spot other people talking to me, it's usually my classmates. Usually about studying or giving me generic compliments. So talking with you every now and then would be a welcome diversion at least. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask, why did you transfer to our school? Did your parents move for a job here? You're looking for a wife. What? This joke is even weirder. Did you hit your head or something? What's with the winking and that goofy smile? Are you trying to flirt with me or something? Don't you think it's a bit ridiculous to try and tease someone older than you? You wish to marry me? Don't say it so loud. Someone might hear. Oh no. Are you messing with me, you little... Oh, jeez. I gotta go.